2. What up? What up? Welcome to the Rock Boys Presents Truth. This is our text thread come to life where we come in and talk about a little therapy session, our point of view of the world, and topics that caught our eye. As always, we have Kev Slev.
What's good, my people?
Yo.
What it do, baby? What it do?
And I am CT. Together we are the Rock Boys.
The Rock Boys.
I think going forward,
you should have just stayed quiet like Kev, nigga.
Yeah, like this had Chris do it.
Hey, we're gonna take you through our thoughts as we pour up. Fellas, let me turn this music down.
Ain't shit.
How was y'all?
I want you to turn it up.
Yeah, I know, right? They gotta hear us talking. We make sure YouTube going. Yeah, we good. We good. So what's up, man? How y'all feel?
Like $1 million bucks.
Y'all,
I feel good.
Y'all.
No, I feel good, man. You know, work.
Okay, all right.
Work is BS, but outside of that, you know, my class is going well, so that's all that matters right now at this point.
Exactly.
I'm sad right now, man. I'm sad right now, bro.
Sad.
Mad sad. Because I feel like I should be a billionaire right now. I'm a lucky ass dude, man. I feel like I should be billionaire, not somebody in daggone California taking the Powerball, bro. I want
true.
that shit for myself.
Man, that's. Whew.
I ain't even.
I'm gonna get lucky.
But I think it was rigged though, because I came into work. People said like they was checking and it said like it was delayed or something. Did y'all see that?
No,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, like it wasn't. It didn't. The drawing didn't show the numbers on that day. Next day, that they like late in the day that they showed the numbers and the winner came out. So I think it was a little foolery going on, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win that shit, man.
That pot size was getting too high, and they was like, "Nah, somebody gotta win this before we go bankrupt."
Shit, the one a couple of months ago was bigger than this one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
This is 2.3 billion with a cash payout after taxes is 734 million. Trust me, I was crunching the numbers, baby. I was ready. You know what I'm saying?
No, the one I was doing, it was like 1.6 billion. And
I got a question for you, Will.
Payout, but...
Yeah.
Did you numbers or you just heard that? You ain't crushing no numbers.
Exactly, Chris. Exactly.
I mean, I
knew what he meant. He saw.
Nick,
he saw an article. He saw the article that's saying it's this much, and if you do a cash lump sum, it will be this much.
I did research though. I don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't know. Y'all ain't know what y'all ain't gonna know what it was either.
You did your Google.
I get them alerts all the damn time. Like it irritates me. I'm thinking about turning this shit off. Like it's so many people who won like a couple mil off of scratch offs and shit like that.
See, that's why I can't understand them people to be doing that, man. What's off of scratch off?
Man, I won 30 $30, and that was the weekend y'all was here. Like,
damn, you ain't split it for 3 ways. Damn, dude.
Right, yeah,
You
man.
know?
We gave you that.
that you know what that got me? The bags of ice and the styrofoam cooler. That's what that got me. I literally, that's what I cast that shit in, and it pretty much paid for the bags of ice and the styrofoam cooler.
Styrofoam cooler.
Man, I got you talking about the day of the party bus. Okay. I got
Yeah.
It's the same damn day, but I got it for early in the day. Yeah, you right.
I think the most I ever won
I
was
was
like
in that
75.
joint talking about where the ice at.
Yeah. Nah, that was a good time, man. We need to talk. Yeah, man. Let's get into let's get into the slate. You know, let's start off with y'all boy Jeff Saturday in Indianapolis Colts. They fired Frank. I think what was their record? 3-5.
3-4-1. 3-5-1. 3-5-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me,
my quick little 2 cents. I don't think he should have been fired in the first place because I don't think it's his fault, man, for an analyst to get called off the desk to coaching job, man. It's I don't know, man.
I'm gonna let y'all cook
on this one. Go ahead.
Listen. This is disrespectful to every coach in the game, no matter if they white or black. This is
True.
Tell me a dude that ain't even Coach Pop Warner could come in and run a multi-million franchise off the street.
I thought he was
just
a high
because
school head coach, though, right?
That's what I was about to say. He said he coached high school.
But go ahead.
He said he said that's what he say.
No,
listen,
it's documented.
All right.
He coached high school.
Okay. All right, cool. Brett Favre coached high school too. He more qualified. But what I'm gonna say is this: most people at least have some college experience or some assistance. Yeah. This dude wasn't even a offensive line coach. The position that he wasn't a position coach. And y'all gonna pull him off of doing hot takes off of ESPN, talking about
slapping the face, man.
Slapping the face. Not and then you got dudes that are tenured in the game. What's the word I'm looking for? Not in the game, but in the what's that shit called, man?
Coaching round.
Somebody help me out. in the industry. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Within the industry. And then you pull this dude off of ESPN talking about, yeah, this is my hot take. Peyton Manning ain't there. Come on, man. This shit is this is a farce. This is a farce, man. I can't get with it. And then take aside that this is a smooth ass way to circumvent the Rooney Rule. Right? Like the Rooney Rule is a joke. They've been saying it for years. Just a fire way to circumvent that joint so they don't have to look at a minority person to hire. You know what I mean? So all the people, if I was a coach on that staff, I'm like, damn, you ain't give me a look. Yeah, I'm here. I've been here for like 3 years, dude. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be.
What's crazy about that is they got 2 former head coaches on that. I knew about John Fox, but I forget the other dude's name.
Oh, he on? I know
John Fox and dang, it's somebody else. I can't think of his name. I think he coached for Chicago. Nah, I think John Fox, but I forget his name. I'll look it up. But yeah, man, and then people talking about like Reggie Wayne. That's a
little bit out there. That's a little
bit of a stretch. Yeah, but still though, like I said, two former head coaches.
He's a receiving receivers coach and for the Colts, and he's been there for like a couple of years now. I'm talking about Reggie Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he should have, he should have been considered because a lot of coaches, like, well, I ain't gonna say it, it's a good percentage of head coaches now was just only position
Position
coaches.
coach. Okay. I'm used
But
to like
like
to
but
me
but
John
let me
they
Harbaugh,
need to be assistants, assistant coaches. But yeah, I can see that.
but let me
like
let
John
me say this though,
Harbaugh,
Kev.
he was a special
Special
teams coach.
teams. Yeah.
Um, uh, who else? Shit.
Shit, I'm freaking Jim Zorn. We had Jim
Mm.
Zorn for a little bit. He was a quarterback coach. He was supposed to be the offensive coordinator, and then it was like, "Fuck it, come here,
Give
go
me
ahead,
head
be
coach.
the head coach." My point is this, though. My point is this: who was the better coach, Jeff Saturday and Reggie Wayne?
Right. Well,
Like
that
you don't
that could be
know, like,
debated. That could be
yeah, you
debated.
don't know what, like, he could. And I'm just throwing devil's advocate. Reggie Wayne, even though he played the position, he probably could suck as coaching as a
Yeah.
coach. So, um, but I think they just threw his name out there because I think he's the only because they was trying to, he's black, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they threw his name out there. If question is, devil's advocate, are we saying the same shit? If a black dude, even though that would
Oh.
never happen, but what if a black dude would have got it? With no.
Yeah,
Nah. I
Now,
think
are we mad and like, oh, he's not qualified, or how are we reacting to if
right.
he was black?
We'll be
that's a
mad,
good point, Kev.
but I do think people would at least say like be up in arms, like how could this guy that's from behind the desk from being the analyst to head coach. I think that'll still be in question. I don't think it'll
I,
be as big of
by
a deal.
Yeah, by a few, if that, I'm thinking
Yeah,
it'd be questioned by a handful of people instead of like how they're reacting now. You know, they're still talking about it. That happened what 2 days ago, 2 3 days, 2 days
right.
ago.
Hey, but I will say this. I will say this. Uh, I I do like Jeff Saturday and his press conference. He brought all the energy and the smoke that you
I heard,
you want to
yeah,
see
I heard you did.
out of a head coach. You know what I mean? So I do hope that he does well. I do. I just it's the process of him getting hired. Maybe I hope he proved the media wrong. You know what I mean? I hope that he does a good job. But I'm with you, Kev. Like if it was a black dude, we would have been supporting this dude from day one. And I don't think it would have been a whole lot of big media backlash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, kudos to him. But Jeff Saturday said, like, I just threw my name in the fucking hat just to see what would happen.
And you
He came
can't
out
you
and said
can't
it.
fault him. You can't
Yeah.
fault him. He does. Like,
What's
shit,
cr-
see what happens.
what's crazy is like all the love he getting because like everybody that know him or work with him, like everybody saying that they love him. They saying that like he a good guy. You know what I'm saying? They rooting for him. So I mean, I got
Yeah.
I mean, him just being a good guy, that good karma. I'm gonna be
I don't know. I ain't gonna be rooting for him, but you know, I wouldn't mind if he won a
I'm gonna
few
be
games.
watching though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly,
be watching
exactly.
for real. I
Uh,
think he need to. I think he need to take Sam Elliott out as quarterback. He let me go back to this real quick, Chris, because you hit on it. I don't think Frank Wright should have lost his job.
yep.
We talking sports. Frank Wright came into the job. Did y'all know he was there for 5 years?
Damn, it's been 5.
5.
Wow.
But the thing is, Frank Wright came into the job thinking he was going to have Andrew Luck as quarterback.
Oh
Andrew
yeah,
Luck.
yeah.
Man,
Mhm.
you
Hold
get a year
on,
for
hold
that.
on.
You get a
Hold on.
you get a year.
You get a year.
Hold on.
If that, but go ahead. You get a
it's-
year.
It's
Okay.
been a revolving door since, and they've been on the cups of
Yeah.
they made the playoffs one time, but they've been on the cups of being a ever since he's been there. You know what I mean? Like even what was it last year? Carson Wentz, they lost to the Jaguars in a must-win game to get to the playoffs. They win the game, they're in the playoffs.
They tricked off the last couple of games. That's why it came down to you win and you win. But they tricked off the last couple of games.
It was against the Jaguars, and Carson Wentz
exactly. That's even worse.
Yeah,
The
and
year
then
before they had Rivers, and they pissed down their leg. You know,
yeah.
like,
So
don't give me that Andrew. Don't give me that Andrew Luck shit. No.
You think they should be they on after that? I mean, I think he on point as far as saying that's the reason why they where they at with quarterbacks though. Is because Andrew Luck retired early on them without them being able to plan.
Without no warning. Warning. I'm saying if I'm coming to a job as the coach, I'm looking at, you know what, Andrew Luck he's the guy. He's good. You know what I mean? A little bit of injury problems, but that's the franchise quarterback. We can work with it. We good. That's why I'm taking this job. So what I'm saying is he took the job off the premise of Andrew Luck. I can handle everything.
That box
And then Andrew Luck
checked off. Yeah.
already got the franchise B. And then right before now, Andrew Luck did some shade. It was like 2 to 3 days before training camp had to start.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm retiring." And then I would be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And like what Kevin Hart say? Help me? Like, come on, man. At least give me a year. And then he gotta go.
In the middle. I thought.
No, it wasn't in the middle. No, it wasn't in the middle of the game.
Or something.
No, that was
street clothes. He was in street clothes, and he told, I think, Brissett, like, "Yeah, I'm done." Like they showed it.
Wow, I don't remember that
On the sideline. It may have been a preseason game, but it was during a game. They showed the video. This is the point where Andrew Luck tells Brissett that he's retiring.
That's even worse though. That's worse.
Yeah, that's worse.
But like I said, it was but like I said, that's 1 year. Yeah. That's 1 year.
You gotta give more than
you know how hard it is. Come on, Kev. You know how hard it is to find a franchise quarterback. Yeah,
man,
you know how hard it is.
But he's the quarterback whisperer. He won. He was the quarterback coach, and guess who was that quarterback when they won the Super Bowl?
Nick Foles.
Okay. So if you can make magic with Nick Foles, like he had, to be honest, with Matt Ryan, I personally thought like that was a good pickup. I thought he would have. I
thought it was too.
But
that's the reason why he got fired. That's the reason why he got fired. Not because of Matt Ryan, but because everybody thought the Colts was going to be a contender this year.
Yeah. Like they had, they had a running game, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. You know, the defense was nice. They just needed a quarterback.
Here's the thing. Kev, you just proved my point for me real fast. Andrew Luck quit. He had him on the cusp of the playoffs with Brissett, right?
Yeah.
Then he took an old ass Phillip Rivers, took him to the playoffs.
Did they make the playoffs, or did
they made the play? No, they made the playoffs. It's a wild card game. Wild
Okay.
card. Absolutely wild card. Then
I'm
after
gonna have to
that,
fact
you
check
get
that.
Carson Wentz. It fact checked it. Fact checked me. But then you get Carson Wentz in this joint, and he's
Yeah.
thinking to join up. Only thing that you got is a running game. So then fast forward, you like, all right, well, we got the running game in order. What happens this season? The offensive line don't even look like them dudes balled out last year.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
the worst in the league. I mean, Matt Ryan, you get a good name quarterback. We saw he had Brady on the brink, baby. He had him blown out. The reason they lost was because of the
The defense.
defense couldn't stop Brady. You know what I mean? So you bring in that caliber talent or whatever like that. But Matt Ryan wasn't his fault. This dude led the league in fumbles and sacks because the offensive line wasn't where it was supposed to be. Jonathan Taylor is hurt all of a sudden all the time. So why are you firing this guy? Wasn't his fault. Ain't his fault. That's all I'm gonna say. My 2 cents.
And I'm gonna go back to the second head coach was I said John Fox, and the other one is Gus Bradley. He was
Okay.
Another
the
San
Jaguars
Diego.
coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he
another
Jaguar? I thought he was San
Yeah.
Diego, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Jacksonville. But yeah, it's disrespectful. But what's y'all thoughts on the NFL period, man? It's been kind of crazy, man. Like just thinking about the NFL
It's a
as a whole.
it's a weird year. You got the
y'all
Yeah.
saying that because y'all fantasy.
no. I'm just talking
Hey,
about in
yeah.
general. You got teams that normally suck actually killing. You got the
Yeah.
Jets at what 6-2, 6-3. You got
Because
the
hey,
Giants that's 6-2 or
seven,
7-2.
7, 7, 2, 6-2,
Okay,
6-2.
and
They had a bye.
Yeah.
then who else you got? That's
You got the Commanders right now, baby. You know what I'm saying? 4-6, four and
I'm
five,
talking
actually
about
4 and 5. Who was
somebody.
just
I'm
4 and
talking
4?
about. I'm
You talking about
talking
Four
teams
and
about
above
five.
teams that's
500,
over
man.
500. Yeah, I'm talking about teams over 500.
Would have been. We would have been 5.
We would have been. We would have is key. Minnesota Vikings. You know they always decent, but they 7-1. Yeah, it's just a weird, wacky year, and you know my Bucks they sticking up to join, even though we still in first. And then I saw something today, and I think she's doing this shit on purpose. Giselle, I just saw an article talking about she bought a 11 point something $1 million house across the, I guess some kind of like a pond, some kind of body of water, some kind of pond or something, and it's basically facing his shit. I'm like, man, now she being stalkerish, you know, and
She
then
want to
next
stay
thing
in
you
it.
know, she gonna be yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let that
She
dude
saw.
go. He
She
trying to
saw
run
how
off.
much. She
He
saw
trying
how
to run
much
off
it
some
affected him.
games.
She saw how much it affected him. But hey, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. This NFL season has been miraculous. It's so
Mm.
much parity in the NFL right now. You got you got in the NFC East, I mean AFC East right now, looking phenomenal. You got the NFC East looking phenomenal. I mean, we got Danny Dimes out here balling and Saquon is back. You know what I mean? And you got Jalen Hurts, who nobody was like, oh, he can't play quarterback in the
Yeah.
NFL. Them dudes 8-0. You know what I mean?
Philly, I
And
forgot
then
about Philly killing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got you out here. Dak went through an injury. They ain't lose a game when Dak had an injury. You know what I mean? Then he come back and he balling. And I don't even, I fucking hate the real recognize real. And then you switch it over to the Jets. The Jets, they got a young quarterback right now in what is his name? Zach Martin or whatever. Lose
Wilson.
their star running. Yeah, Wilson. Lose their star running back, Brees Hall. What that's his name,
Yeah,
Brees Hall, or whatever. Make a trade to get James Robinson. Already had Micah Carter because he was balling when they sucked.
Yeah.
Now both of them eating off of each other. You know what I mean? Besides the receiving core, and then you got Mo Salah talk all the trash. at the beginning of the season, he was like, "Nobody doubt me. I'm taking receipts." You know what I mean? Come on, man. I love this shit. And we really like, come on, man. And like, this is one
What's
of
his
the
name?
greatest NFL
Sauce
seasons that
Gardner is the
I love
truth.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Sauce.
ain't believe
looking
it.
nice. Yeah, me either. I didn't think he'd be this good so fast, but
That cat came out of Cincinnati, and they talking about he ain't never give nobody over 20 yards, and nobody ever been able to score a touchdown on him, and he has so many picks, and he come to the NFL. He's got the resume. He got Stephon. You know what I'm saying? He got all that. Like, he got all the top receivers, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's Revis Allen point two. I'm
It
hyped
was
about
funny.
that shit.
I saw Dion was on the college game day, and they brought up a stat that Lee Corso, y'all know Lee Corso.
yeah,
He got
to retire.
huh?
I say
He retired?
needs to retire.
Oh yeah, he needs to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he needs to.
but
Come on, man. You don't like to put the helmet on with the game pick? Come on.
He's funny as hell, but look at that style. He just getting up there. He need to call it quits.
Yeah, but they put up a stat and like who got the most interceptions. I think for Florida State football, maybe, but I forgot what it was. But it was Lee Corso, and Dion was like behind him by 2. But Dion made a good point. He was like, because they ain't throw to me, like they knew better, like, which is true. But yeah, man, that dude Sauce Gardner, he gonna be something, man. He gonna be something.
If he stay healthy, keep his in it, because nowadays with this generation, man, like they feel so entitled and like they get that contract and it's like, all right, I'm done, man. Shit, I got my money and don't keep working towards that craft.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm kind of switching sports, but Anthony Edwards for Minnesota, he's I ain't gonna say he's been on my mind. He's kind of been in the news lately. He made some bullshit excuse because a reporter brought up a stat of how he don't got no dunks this year, and he said his excuse. I ain't gonna say his reason. His excuse is he said, "Yeah, man, when I try to drive the lane, it's always clogged up." So he's throwing shots at man. They got
Gobert
and Gobert,
yeah.
So and it seems like
true,
and
exactly.
it seems like him and Cat got beef, like because they're throwing shots at each other because it was one press conference. They was talking about how reporter brought up looked like Anthony Edwards was tired, and Cat is like, basically talking about his diet. People need to stop eating Popeye, shit like that. Because I guess in a press conference, Anthony Edwards brought up like how much he eats Popeyes.
Yeah.
So and Cat Williams brought that, not Cat. Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns brought that shit up. And then, like I said, this recently shit talking about the paint always claw, but that's an excuse because nigga, how about you play some defense, get a steal, get a fast break?
Yeah.
It don't got to be in the half court game, nigga. Get a steal.
Listen. I as a person that has played basketball, organized basketball.
Here we go.
As a person that has played basketball, I'm gonna say this. I kind of feel him. I mean, Rudy Gobert, he got a camp in the paint. That's his game. What is Rudy Gobert game? He gonna sit there, block shots, get rebounds, and get putbacks. So on the offensive side of the game, you know what I mean? Because what's the knock on Karl Anthony Towns though? He shoots too much threes.
Soft. Yeah.
He's soft. He ain't in the joint. You know what I mean? So of course the paint is clogged. So what you gonna
I'm
do?
gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you there, Will.
Stop me then.
You started this whole conversation with the prefaces of you play organized basketball, so you understand.
I played.
But listen. You said that you understand Anthony Edwards, right?
Yeah.
about the inside being clogged.
Yeah.
The ones probably clogging the lane. You wasn't no guard, nigga.
No. I was.
You was a guard. You was a guard.
Oh Lord, no, you weren't.
I was.
Yeah.
I was. Hold on. Let me give you a quick little synapse. Nope.
Okay.
Quick little synapse. When I played public school ball in high school, right? I'm 6'3". Been 6'3" since like 9th grade, right? So in public school ball, I was one of the tallest dudes on the joint. I think one NFL dude that was on this squad at the same time, 6'6" or whatever like that, 6'8". I was a power forward in the center. That's what they had me. What got a scholarship to private school? They was like, nah, you got to work on shooting and stretching the floor. That's it. So for the whole summer, that's all they put me through because I was 6'3". Private school.
But you say
you wouldn't.
No, I'm telling you.
I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, no. I was driving. Because I couldn't. I was streaky. I couldn't shoot. So all I had to do was drive. I wasn't dunking on niggas. I could dunk, but I wasn't dunking on niggas. But what I'm saying is, like in private school, we had 6'8". I think the tallest dude number 2 was 6'9" or whatever like that. And so when they called up for me or whatever, we ran a triangle. It was like go to the baseline or whatever. They set a pick and they allowed me, the big man, set a pick on the baseline at the 3-point line for me to go in and be able to drive because that's what I excelled at. So I understand the shit, like because if they in the paint, there ain't no movement. Ain't no movement, baby.
Should we just let him go?
No, don't let me live.
I kind of want to go at him, but I'm gonna
go at me.
But I'll say this. But like I said, all right, that's just one part. But why you can't play the passing lanes and get a steal though? Mm-hmm. So you saying that's the only way he can? It's other ways to get a dunk, tip dunk.
Wait a minute, you
classic.
They got no dunks.
Zero dunks this year.
Ooh. Okay, damn. Yeah, that might be a problem.
Like I said, you can't play the passing lane. And there was one possession they showed him, like he got his hands on his hip, like he did not move. I think they're gonna trade. They're gonna trade one of them. But to go at you, Will.
Hey, I thought you took the high road.
Go. Oh no! I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke.
I do not see, and I'm picturing skinny Will. I ain't talking about Will right now. I'm talking about skinny Will. Right. Probably, I'm gonna just throw out a weight like 165, 170, soaking wet.
I was 185. 185.
All right. Will at 185 in high school. From what I've seen through Korea to now, I don't see you being a guard. Like with dribbles to be at all. Nigga, you probably get it at the free throw line, probably a pump fake, a dribble or two, and trying to lay it up. But I don't see you on the perimeter like this with this, this handle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't. Come on, man. Cause now we gotta break it down. Let's break it down. Can we break it down for a second?
Real quick. This is the last thing I want to say. I'm not.
You know what I mean? When I made that statement, I'm talking about
the skills that we've seen. You could,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? I'll pick you up, but yeah, I'm talking about.
Listen.
Chris
Oh,
what kind of guard skills at all.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well. What I was taught is this. What I was taught was that get to your spot, and make the shit happen. So I didn't have to do.
Your
I ain't
internet
have
know
to
you
do.
lying.
Nah. Your internet know you lying. What I'm saying is, it was like get to your spot. So it was cool. Get me on the arc. I had one deadly move. It was straight. It was dribble my left, come back through my legs to my right, bam,
Stolen.
pull up. That's
Yeah.
it. And
All right,
then
well,
everything else was finishing and getting the foul. That's it, or whatever. Because I could take bodies. Like I could take bodies. I just knew that from being in the post. Nigga, I will take your ass right now. I will take your ass right. Listen, put it on a
player.
put it on a
A 2K player when he lose, like,
Exactly.
well, let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Exactly. Well,
oh my gosh. They you know,
like if I say this. If you was
I ain't get a scholarship for no reason. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't get a
scholarship to school. Like, and that's
a
just
private school.
For tuition.
A private
and that's to help pay for tuition. Like,
and hold on. And my sister got to come, my cousin got to come, and they gave my mom a job.
Well,
but out of your
that's all I'm
mouth,
gonna say.
out of your mouth, Will, though, you said. So basically, if I'm the coach giving you a scholarship, all I seen was post moves. Like, I ain't see you as a guard. That came out of your mouth. So
yeah, they didn't see. They saw something, and then like, all right, nigga, you can't do that. You got to be a shooting guard or a motherfucking small forward. So that's what I had to do. That's what they trained me on for a whole fucking summer. I told y'all this.
I say this. Two things. I would have loved to play you in our earlier years in the military. And I would have had you wanting to fight me. That's one. Two, like,
nigga,
if you was, I ain't gonna say, I ain't saying that you called yourself nice, but
no, I'm not saying I'm not saying I was like that. That was way more better,
right? But I'm saying, like, it would be some kind of newspaper clippings, video. Cause I have clippings and highlight tape to show some of the shit that I did. And I wasn't good in. I'm talking about football, but I got like shit like in basketball in high school. I was just defense. I was locking up the best scorer on the other team, and we had some nice cats, that came out of my junior senior year, and I ain't gonna say I locked them up, held them to like 0 points, but they didn't get their average. I just say that they didn't get their average. So, but yeah, I would. This is the competitive.
All I'm gonna say is
I would have loved to guard you well, because
listen.
And I
you
dotted
can guard
your
me
eye in Korea. I dotted your eye in Korea.
Nigga, you ain't dot my eye in no damn Korea.
Well,
we went to the gym. Hold on, you talking about when we was drinking and we went on Chris' birthday?
No. I'm talking about this was during the intramural season. It was a practice, and I think we was playing 3-on-3. and
Nigga, you ain't docked me up. The only one that got me
and I called
was the white boy.
I called it. I said, I called it. Well,
we got to go to the next subject. We got to go to the next subject.
He gonna remember, but I dotted your I from the top of the key, and I called it. I called it.
Man,
said,
fuck
yeah,
that.
man, that was a good shot.
Unfortunately, Will, you're gonna have to take us to this next subject.
What we talking about?
Contract.
What we talking about?
Yeah, these contract, these side chick contracts.
Oh man, I seen the funniest shit, and I don't know if this is the reason why they got taken down, but they have a real good Instagram account, and the Instagram is down right now. But bro, they was like, what y'all see in this? A dude came out and he was mad because he was married or whatever, and then he had a side chick, right? And his side chick started acting out of pocket. So then he came up with this side chick contract. And this dude had like 10 rules or whatever. He was and it basically went like, hey, you gotta understand you a side chick, number one. Number two is like, you gotta understand that I'm gonna have to break and make promises, and my time is short because you're a side chick. He was like, you will never be more than a side chick. And if you ever had dreams of being my main one, just know I'm a cheater. So I'm gonna have another side chick. And the shit was kind of hilarious. Like he just laid out the lines. It was wild. I think Kev saw it. And then and that was his final rule. His final rule was like, hey, even if you come, you know what I mean? I'm a cheater and somebody's going to replace you. So I'm going to have another side chick. Went so far to be like, don't ever speak about my wife. You know what I mean? Like, and I never going to speak about my wife to you. And it was like, enjoy the time that we spend together because that's all it is. And all this shit. I was like, oh my God.
My question for y'all when it comes to this, why do people, and I'm saying people because I mean male and female, they get into something and they're really not equipped to deal with the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I know of a situation like from a male, like a male having a side chick, and I know of a story of a female having a side dude, but they cause I don't know about the female story. I can't remember if they told them out front like, hey, this is what it is, blase blase. But the male the male story, like he told like this is what it is, like that's it, like ain't nothing more, nothing less. And oh no, I'm good. Yeah, you don't got a month into it,
Mm-hmm.
maybe two. They start acting funny, and then when they can't come over or you can't come over there, now it's an issue. And then all of a sudden they threaten to blow up the spot. Like I just don't get that. Like why when like I truly think people be knowing that either they can handle it or they can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
So why if you know you can't handle it, why put yourself in that situation?
I think females think that they can change people. You know what I'm saying? They come into any relationship, whether it be a side chick or the main chick, thinking that they could change people for the better. Or it'll be different with me, because like
Yeah.
we grow up, you know, teaching our females that they are special, you know what I'm saying, and they buy into that and they think, oh, I'm, even though he doing this with this chick, once he, get with me, it's gonna be different because I'm special, you know. And it's like that's crazy. And then I think the other thing is like people. I mean, that's real life. Like you said, on both sides, I think people change their mind. Like, but I think the difference is like if a dude changes his mind, he got enough. I don't know if it's pride or I don't know what it is. Like we taught, like you ain't gonna just put yourself out there. Like you know what you signed up for. So at least for me, like for what I seen, it's like all right, like you'll just take that one. Like you'll take that loss. Like damn, like I know I'm feeling this chick, but I know what we know she got to do it. I know we signed up for it. But at the same time, you still might shoot your shot. Like you might let it be known. But
because the female situation I'm talking about, yeah, we know the person.
oh, put names out there.
No,
No.
no. We ain't putting no name.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. Talking code for a second. I need to, cause I need to
You wanna
fully.
know now.
No. I need to.
Hold on. I'm gonna just text it.
Yeah. But let me speak on it while he do this text, right? Let me speak on it. So say you lay out the rules of the joint, and there's a between men and women. We already know that. And Kev hit on a point, like if he with me, he if he with me, he ain't going like I'ma get this dude. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a dude gonna be a dude. You know what I mean? So saw this name.
Right.
I
That's
don't
why I was laughing.
I'm trying to figure out.
He talking about on the other side. He talking about the other side story.
Yeah. Like
dude. Yeah.
Oh, them yeah. So that's the case. That's when the female was like, all right, this is just what it is. And then
exactly. But
and then
you got dudes like that too, is what I'm getting at. Yeah. So
but
you got dudes like that too.
You know what I said? What I said in that situation, because I think all of us was there. You know what I mean? And so when it was Chris's birthday, you remember we had a barbecue for Chris' birthday or whatever? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
It was Chris' birthday. I got a little bit saucy, and I was like, I know what you're doing. And I know what your homegirl doing. It was two of them. It was two of them at the same time. And I was like, you moving way crazy right now. And it's just like, how did you know? How did you know? I was like, because you just hot all over the place. And then she opened up about the and then I was like, you know what happened? You gave it to him too good. You gave it to him too good. He could see you gave it to him to the point that he wanted for the rest of his life. And he was young, super young. So I was like,
I don't like Chris said, me and like I know cats are different. Like me, that happened to me. I'm gonna just take that L. All right, it didn't work out.
Right. Yeah.
Like on to the next one. But
this dude, I said, I think worst case, I'm at least gonna shoot my shot. But after it gets shot down, all right,
cool.
Yeah, I knew what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dude, he kept going. He
kept going, and then he went to his motherfucking flight commander. His flight commander. Oh my gosh! And I was like, well, I told her this. I was like, hey man, you just gave it to the dude too good. You know what I mean? But y'all, y'all both young, so you gotta deal with that shit. I don't know.
It just like I said, because with me, like even though I never been in a situation where I had a side chick, because yeah, when I was with somebody, I was with them, never mess around or whatever. But if you like, I think I tell Marcus this. I like to get the. I was like when you dealing with females, you would get the best results if you're upfront and honest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you lying, like it's not gonna end well for you. But if you present
Right.
like this is what it is, I don't want no relationship. Like this is what it is. Like they should be able to respect that. And then if they feel like, because like Chris said, more than likely, nah, okay, I'm gonna say yeah, but I know I'm gonna change him. But but the thing is, but you gotta have that awareness to um if you starting to see them change up.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Address it.
Yeah, address it. Pump the brakes. Time out. Like,
Oh no, what's up with this right now?
yeah.
Yep.
Like, and then that's so because you don't want to be labeled the asshole. So if you feel like if your gut is telling you like, all right, yeah, this shit ain't gonna get better. It's gonna be the same or get worse. Then you need to cut it off. But more than likely, you probably ain't gonna cut it off. You know, but the smart thing to do is cut it. No, because it's access. It's access. Like, all right, like, yeah, she.
But you gotta understand. You gotta understand at that location, right? Let's talk about that one joint. At the location that we was at, right? Ain't nobody gonna give that shit up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because once you get one, you want to hold on to it.
Yeah, exactly, for sure, 100%. But I think she played it right up until a point. That's what I'm gonna say. Played it right up until a point, and then when the dude caught feelings, right? He's never experienced that. He experiencing. We talking about a Caucasian dude, young, maybe 21, 22 type of deal.
Probably first piece.
First piece.
You know.
But one thing we ain't talking about though is we don't know what the hell she was feeding him though. Like, you know what I'm saying? She could be telling us one thing, but she could have been feeding him all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because
whispering sweet nothings.
Yeah.
Here. Got him all like happy. Skipping back to his room.
And I really think that whole situation was reactionary though. I think that whole situation was reactionary, and then it became more than what she was wanted to be involved in, and then the dude he took it to the next fucking level.
He ate it up.
But it never got back to us. Never got back to us, Chris. Never had it. No punishment.
Good. Yeah. We was good.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. What I do want to ask, and let's bookmark this because I want to ask Kev, which I think it might be a good subject. But you said that you never had a side chick, so my question to you is what was it in your upbringing, or was it some advice? Like what was it that triggered for you to never even want to go that route? Like you said, if you in it, you in it. And then also your advice to your son as far as being upfront to me, that's tough though. Like, especially growing up, because like you don't even know what the hell you want. Like, you don't know what it is what you want. You know what I'm saying? At that age.
But
So
exactly. So don't put yourself in a situation where you tied down and you got to answer to somebody. Like, be free.
Okay, yeah,
be free.
I see
Like,
it.
Just
I
be
see what
chilling.
you're saying.
just be
I see what you're
chilling.
saying.
Like, don't put yourself when you know, like, until you get all of that out. Like, I want to be free. I want to hop here. I want to hop here. Like, until you get all of that out. That's one of the main reasons for me. Like, it took so long for me to get married. Like, I wanted to get all of that out. Like, I ain't want.
That's a good point, though, Kev. That's a really good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah,
because you gotta get that shit out your system, man. And I ain't gonna go into it, but you just as males and females, you just gotta get that shit out your system.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you always gonna be like, oh, I could be doing this with this smooth ass talker, or you know what I'm saying, oh, she about it. And that's not always the case, because at the end of the day, we all human beings.
Yeah.
Right? We all human beings, and we have layers. And then what we show you in a certain circumstance is not really who we are.
That is key.
So
yeah, man.
Yeah, you gotta get that shit out.
I know it's been plenty of chicks back in the day, like surface level, because the first thing you're gonna look at is looks, you know what I'm saying, and then how they carry themselves and all that, you know what I'm saying. But then, like, once you really get into it, like, you see how they house look, how they keep shit. It's like, wait a minute, what? You know what I'm saying? You get into it, you know what I mean? How they interact with other people, like, so all of that is shape it. But your initial is just how they carry themselves, how they look. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That should be lust, bro.
Yeah.
It should just be straight lust, man.
And there's some nasty. I kind of dealt with a couple of nasty females. Like,
yeah, man. It's a lot of them out here. Kev then got cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. If I can find it. Oh, man. All right. This has been another episode of the Rock Boys Presents Truth Hurts podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. That's ROK Boys with a Z presents. Thanks for rocking with us.